Hey guys, it's Philip Eric. I'm back with my versatile frontal sewing tutorial. Yes guys, it's a frontal. But by leaving her hair out at the back, you can achieve so many different hairstyles without stressing her hairs at the front. You can also wear it up and add clip-ins at the back to change the length. It's so versatile. This is Shana's natural hair and we will be using this frontal. So I start by parting the front section of her hair, which will be braided, and put the hair at the back, which will be left out, in a hairband. Leaving your hair out at the back is very useful because it allows you to wear your hair up, but it also leaves space for you to add clip-ins to change the length. This is the braid pattern I use. So once I braid 3 cane rows, I then join them up. I join just 3 up so it doesn't get too bumpy and bulky and can lay flat under the frontal. I then do the same to the other side. Then I part her hair in the middle to create the other 2 sections. So doing cane rows and then braiding the ends together. Once this is done to both sections, you're going to want to sew the ends down, creating a flat base for your frontal. Now, I grab the frontal and using my fingers as a guide, I measure her head from ear to ear. I then cut the ends of the frontal to ensure a precise fit. At this stage you can also cut the front of the lace, and also using foundation you can stain the base of the frontal so you don't have to bleach the knots. I then sew a band to either side of the frontal. This is to help keep the frontal in place when we sew it down, but it's not going to stay there. I'm going to cut it off after I've sewn everything down. Now, because we've added the band to the frontal, it allows us to put the frontal on and position it exactly where we want it before we start sewing it in. So I position the frontal in place and then sew it onto the first braid. Remember to sew it really tightly. I do the exact same on the other side, making sure the frontal is really stretched and tightly sewn down so it doesn't move. Don't worry about the edges of the frontal lifting at this stage. When you use gel, the gel helps to kind of keep the frontal down, and because the band is still on at this stage, it's pulling that part of the frontal, but when I cut the band off, it will release that area which is pulling, so it will lay flat. You're going to need to sew the back of the frontal also to cover the rest of the braids. The next step is to try and make the frontal look a little bit more natural. So I take out some hair so that I can cut some baby hairs in. Remember, you don't want to cut too much hair, otherwise you'll have too much baby hairs. Also, remember when you're sewing your frontal down, make sure that you stretch everything tight, really tight, so that nothing moves. Then, using a clear, non-flaky gel, I then lay the edges down. Now, it's time for styling.